I also had to stand in front of the entire cohort of new leaders and address them, something I was massively terrified of. I first encountered YI in 2018 during my Connecting Leaders in Camp in JC. It was definitely an eye-opening experience because it was unlike any leadership workshop I've ever attended. So one of the most memorable experiences during the camp was actually The Apprentice. So The Apprentice is a one-day VIA activity where we are required to use design thinking to come up with solutions to community issues. It was actually a really stressful experience because we had to complete an entire project in a few hours, and we proceeded to get heavily criticized by our teachers. This taught me how to cope with a bunch of stress and also the importance of being confident in your own ideas. So this entire experience also made me realize that being a leader isn't just to serve your own CCA, but to actually serve the school and community as well. So another memorable experience was vision crafting. So it's actually the first time I sat down with my fellow captain and thought through what we wanted our CCA to be like. And we also managed to establish some common goals. Actually, to this day, I still really remember my CCA vision. So in 2019, I also had the opportunity to work alongside YI as a J2 facilitator for the same camp. So the entire experience was definitely one of the highlights of my J2 year, as instead of being just a participant, I was able to learn from the facilitators and managed to see the ins and outs of running a leadership camp. The Apprentice that year was also significantly different as I had to learn how to facilitate their discussions while not spoon-feeding them. I also had to stand in front of the entire cohort of new leaders and address them, something I was massively terrified of. It pushed me out of my comfort zone and it made me more confident in myself as a person and as a leader. During the debrief, there's a lot of thinking behind the questions the facilitators ask. YI doesn't just teach you the theory, but it asks you about how you will apply it in your daily life as well. During this COVID-19 period, YI managed to engage the students using a variety of online games, and they also managed to create an environment similar to that of in-person training, which allowed the students to self-reflect. I definitely strongly recommend schools and organizations to work together with YI and develop the leaders of tomorrow.